what we want to achieve today is the following. We want to have a button on a records page in the configurable workspace, and when we click it, it should open a new UI builder page with the context of the past variables. So here we have the table name and the sysid. It also contains the image, and that will guide us through the process of creating this in another environment. So as you can see, there are multiple tables. This is the order of which we should create the records, and it also matches with the menu items over here, the steps. So let's go to a blank environment, and from all we type in actions. So now we have the matching set, and let's pin it, and we're gonna start with an action bar item. So over here we're gonna name this CI dashboard. That will be the button that we create. The name, I found that the naming convention for this is lowercase with a dash. We're gonna create a client action. And the convention here is capital underscore. I think it's better to label it the same name to make it recognizable. We want it only on the form. And the payload, that is something that I have on my clipboard. So here I have a sample payload, and we're gonna name the UI builder page CI dashboard as well. And we're gonna pass in the table and the sysid, so the rest is okay. So we can submit and save this record. So now we have completed the first two steps, and now we're gonna create a form action. So that's in the menu as well. And so, by the way, here I can click this item to add some updated by. Obviously this is SN utils, and here it has sorted by updated by. Now let's click the new button, and this is again CI dashboard. We're going to implement this as a declarative action, and the table, double clicking to easily put in the CMDB table name. Declarative action, now we should be able to type in CI and find that declarative action that we just created. So here it is. So we finished step 3, and now step 4, UI Action Configuration. In the most cases this will already be available. So record page declarative actions, that is the one we're gonna hook into. So we see that there are already a few here. So let's see what we need to do next. We're gonna create a action configuration record. So let's just check. Yeah, so when I hover over, I see in the bottom that this is the right table. We don't have the new button because this is a different scope. What I'm gonna do is open in a new tab. Let's also again add the favorite columns easily. And from here I do have the new button. So over here, let's see. It's the top one, submit, and that is done, so we can close it again. And now when I click on the breadcrumb, we see that it is available. Next one, form action layout. So let's go to the form action layout. Sometimes it may be that you can jump on an already existing one, but this one is for the CMDB table and it is not available yet. So we're going to create a new one, and let's create it maybe CI record page to have a bit of a distinction. And the table again, CMDB CI. The action config, we're gonna add it to the record page declarative action. Submit again. So another step, let's see what is next. 7, UIX form action layout item. So when we go back to the layout that we just created, now we have a related list of layout items. So we're gonna create a new one here. And that will be again our CI dashboard. The table. And we're gonna, action is good. The action is gonna be again CI dashboard. So this should be good. So now we have finished step 7. And now we need to go to the sys layout item. So from the layout, that should also be again a related list. And the layout item again. It has created it automatically, but the table name needs to be updated. Okay, so now we should have all the tables in place. So let's go to the agent workspace and refresh. Now we have the button, but it cannot find anything, so it doesn't do anything at this point. So we need to create a record, and that is in that UX add-on event mapping table. So I'm gonna copy the table name, go over here and see, is it already there? Probably not. No, so we're gonna create a new one here. And we're gonna say, let's go to this one. This is an example. So this can all be copy pasted. So this is for each always the same. So it doesn't need to be edited. The source element ID, this is a default component, UI action bar, so this should always be UI action bar. The source declarative action, so in this case we named it CI dashboard. The parent microponent is record, and these are the items that need to be also default. So let's submit it. And now we should be successful if we again refresh the entire page. Click on the CI dashboard. Obviously it's still not working because we haven't created the UI builder page. So let's quickly do that. So from here we're gonna create a new page. We're gonna call it CI dashboard. Name is good. And we're gonna add the required parameters, the table and sysid. Let's give it a name. It does not need to be sysid in this case for the test. And we're gonna add some, let's add a button. The button, we're gonna change the label to be dynamic, and then context.properties.table. All right, good enough. And then let's go back over here. Let's do a refresh. And let's see if it works now. Yeah, so now it has opened the new UI page with the name of the table that was being passed in. So this is the idea. There are some caveats and some things to remember. I'll add them in the description of the video. I'll link them to the resource on my GitHub or on the community. So let me know if this is helpful, and hope I see you soon. Bye bye.